V'yom Hashem el Avrom. Lech Lecha mi'artzecho. U'molartcho u'mibeis ovicho. Hashem says to Avrom, Lech Lecha, go for yourself. It does say Lech Lecha. It's in your best interest to go from your land, from your birthplace, Beis Avicho, from your father's household, meaning to leave your family. To where? Doesn't tell them where. El Oretz Asher Eko, the land that I will show you. So the unknown destination. So over here there's a Ramban. I mean, until this parsha, we don't find there's any relation between Hashem and Avram Avinu. He would say, Vayir Hashem Avram. Hashem appears to Avram, and he says to him. It's like this is in the middle of a conversation here. Always, Hashem appears, then he speaks. There's no mention of Hashem appearing to Avram Avinu, correct? V'yom Hashem Avram Lech Lecha. Hashem says, let's see, the Ramban. No orgasms before this. Evidently, there's a previous relationship, right? Evidently, there's a previous relationship, even though it's not clear in the Torah where that previous relationship transpired. 1 second. Same thing. Yeah. There's a Rashi over there. Lech Lecha over there, there's a Rashi by the Akedah. It says the same language. It's for your benefit. To succeed in this is your benefit. It'll take you to a special level. To find it, whatever it is, we'll see. Let's see Rashi. Lech Lecha, la'noscha l'tovoscha, for your benefit and for your good. That's Lech Lecha. And what is the benefit and the good? Shomescha l'goy godol. There I will make you into a great people. A great nation. Kani ato zocha leponim. In this location, you will not marry children. The Ode, Shodia Tivacha B'olam. You'll have renown. Here, you're an unknown entity. There, you'll have renown. Here, he's a pariah. In Ur-Kasdim, he was thrown into the kiln. There, he'll be revered. Shodia Tivacha B'olam. V'escha l'goy godol. But it was always undermined. It was undermined continuously. That's what it says. In the previous parsha it says, right? Right. V'yetzu itum Ur-Kasdim lechas artzu kanon. They left Ur-Kasdim to go to Eretz Canaan. So Ur-Kasdim, I mean, he was thrown into the kiln. So what was the value of his success? It's like Lahavdil, what was his name? The guy was worth $90 billion. Putin takes all his wealth, puts him in prison for whatever it is. But what about all the success? So what's it worth? It's nothing, right? He put into Ur-Kasdim. So they left Ur-Kasdim. I will make you into a great nation. I will bless you. You'll have renown. Rashi. Traveling causes affects a person 3 ways negatively. Me'etes pirvi ribyo, the person becomes he becomes less fertile. Me'etes hamomon, it actually diminishes one's possessions. Me'etes Hashem, also one's renown becomes less because people don't know who you are. Traveling to a location, people don't know who you are. Therefore, he needs these 3 brachos: sheftichu labonim, valamomon, valashem. So therefore, he blesses him these 3 areas. Vavorecha b'momon b'rishis rabo zeu agadlo shmecho rin mosif. What's for machirim agadlo shmecho rin mosif osal shmecho shadachshav shimcha Avrom mikan ve'elech Avraham. It's a little difficult. When did Avram become Avram? When he was 99 years old. Avram is 75 now. Agadlo shmecho, you want to say it's renowned is one thing, but if agadlo shmecho means adding the letter to his name. Avram ole ramach keneged a verb shel odom. Okay, seemingly doesn't have any relevance at this moment. You know, he's Avram. Yeah. Well, why is it any worse? Heschel goy godel. Heschel godel followed the adding of the letter. He was 100 years old, right? Goy godel. Eschel goy godel. So we're not talking about immediate. I will. You know, it's interesting. You know, a person promises somebody 10 different things. 9 of the 10 happen. So we say, you know, the 10th is meant to happen. Let's say you promise a person 10, it's already 20 years, 23 years, nothing's happened. So you say, when's it happening? So, Eschel Godel clearly means children. So he didn't have children. Even if you say Yishmael, he knew Yishmael wasn't the one. It was going to be from Sarah, Imenu. The true meaning of V'agadlo Shmecho means the adding of the name. But factually, Avram had renown. Even before he had to change the name, I mean, he defeated the 4 mightiest kings. He had tremendous renown. He already was declared Nasi Elokim, right? He was the Prince of God. He was declared by the world. So if a person has many other things, even though it may not mean exactly that, right? But factually, things are happening. So therefore, in truth, Agad Lo Shmech, what does that really mean? It means the adding of the name. That's what it really means, Agad Lo Shmech. But it also means, right, what about renowned? It also has value. So, because it seems to be a little difficult. Avram is considered one of the most humble people that ever lived, right? There's Moshe Rabbeinu, Nachnu Mo. Avram is what? Nochi of Aver. David is the third. Right? I'm a worm, I'm not a person. I mean, Hashem says, you know, you're going to have renowned. People they're going to revere you. Is this what Avram is looking for? Right? He's an honor. Right? But what's the value of the renown? It's not for him. It's because if people they see him in a special light, they'll value his what? His message, right? What he's trying to disseminate, monotheism. That's the renown. But in truth, what is the real Agad Lo Shmecho? The adding of the name, because only with the adding of the name, only then was he qualified to father Yitzchak. Till he became Avram, he could not father Yitzchak. That was the real Agad Lo Shmecho. That was the real meaning of that. No, he's talking about it's been specifically the land. You know, it's like you have everything in the vault, and I never give you the combination to open the vault. The ultimate is to arrive. He never gave him the land. Go ahead.
So there's a question. It seems like the story of Orchestra killing is such an amazing story.
The Torah conceals it.
All it says is that Haran died.
No, it says he.
Haran's lifetime.
Haran.
I'm sorry, Haran.
Haran
Haran dies in Haran's lifetime. That's really the only allusion that something, maybe a story happened. Why did Haran die?
Also says they went out from Ur Kasdim.
Right.
It was called Kazdim. Why was it called Ur Kazdim? What? That was the only kiln in the whole Mesopotamian area.
Right, so,
No, the answer, it's alluding to something special.
right. So, and then it goes into the whole discussion about the kind of test and so on, is it a test, not a test. It's such an important thing. Well, why doesn't Talmud tell us about it? Why does it rely on Chazal's, Russian and all that kind of allusion? It's such a prominent story that really sets the tone for everything, just so that most of the reason that.
Especially if you hold it's one of the, there's a question whether it's one of the, it's a question whether it's one of the 10 tests. It's machlokas, especially.
I mean, you really never hear about it. Well, he's listed as one of the other generations, the listed generations. All of a sudden, boom, this special guy Abraham, and Hashem's giving him blessings. Without really any allusion, there's no introduction to what on really is.
Yep.
Moshe, we know who he is.
Right.
We know who he is. You have an opinion about that?
No, but the question is, why isn't the Torah more explicit on it? If it's such an important event,
Peter must be trying to hide something.
That understanding, but he said it spells everything out. It's obvious I'm going to follow this way. But there's a certain amount of Kabbalah for me, which future generations to know this thing, on a low level, this person is a tough. It goes on and on and on. He's righteous. His miracle act. Well, of course I'm going to follow him. There's a certain level of Kabbalah for us to accept him based on the fact that it's a limited fact. It's a burden.
it's a Ramban earlier. Second.
Didn't ask for it, so that.
Yeah, I have to think about how to explain it. There's a Ramban in last week's parsha. He speaks about this. Cites Ibn Ezra that the reason why the Torah doesn't mention it and it only alludes to it, you don't find this story alluded to even mentioned in the history of the Goyim. Something like this, it should be mentioned. He says because he cites the Ibn Ezra. Ibn Ezra says because the Goyim said that it was through sorcery. That the reason why he was saved from the Urkaz was it's not such a great miracle. So if the Torah mentions it, that means it has to contend with all the issues. Like Moshe Rabbeinu, the Nisim had to be proven. There were Makos. One after another finally proved, even the Khartoumim, even the source of Egypt, admitted that acknowledged as the hand of Hashem. Torah doesn't want to get involved in that right now. Either you accept it, or, either you accept it or you don't accept it. It's just Urkazdim. We're going to make it public? Maybe it's not so simple. It's not. The Goyim said it's not that. It's sorcery. I mean, we lived in an era of sorcery. That's what they did. So Avram, he was a machashev, he was a sorcerer. That's how he came out. Why did his brother come out? Question why his brother didn't come out. Doesn't always work. So therefore the Torah doesn't want to get involved in discussing it lengthily, so therefore it only alludes to it. That's he cites the Ibn Ezra. He says, therefore it says later, it says, so therefore, that Hashem says to make it known that it was a nes. Hashem took him out. It had nothing to do with sorcery.
I mean, you would think that this was done in a public setting, right?
Evidently.
It's a major deal.
Let me ask you a question. A major deal.
So he walks out.
Why wasn't Nimrod? Why Nimrod evidently wasn't impressed? Because he said, Horan, what's your decision?
10,000 people would have followed him.
But you see, it's not that way. Even Nimrod, you see, he wasn't impressed. Avram comes out, and Nimrod's not impressed. He says, Horan, what are you doing? You going in or are you going to bow? Right? He says, I'm going in. So he didn't come. So see, that proves it's not God. Because if the man's willing to die, so why did he come out alive? So I always explain it. Sure, Nimrod, Horan, when he went in to come out. Avram, when he went into the fire, he didn't go in to come out. So if you go in not to come out, that's when you merited Nes. Horan, when he went in not to come out, because Avram went in and he came out, then you don't merit the Nes. That's the difference.
We have later with the king.
That's one pshat. Another pshat is, so because there's a medrash, it says that Avram only merited to come out of the kibshon, out of the kiln, because ultimately there was going to be a Yaakov. If not for Yaakov, Avram would have perished. So because Avram was the founding father of Klal Yisrael, so there had to be a Yaakov. So that's why Avram came out. Hashem wouldn't have performed this miracle otherwise. He only performed the miracle because there had to be Yitzchak. Ultimately, there had to be Yaakov. Haran, there had to be nobody. But there's a Lot. Lot already was born, and that's the end of the story. So if that's the case, that's why Lot, Hashem. So he was born already, Lot. So Lot already had the Ammon and Moab. He survived. He had Ammon and Moab already, which ultimately was going to be Rus. So that's already in place. So him, we don't need him any longer. So let him go. He perishes. Right? Haran. But Avram, if he perishes, he hasn't had children yet. There's no Yitzchak, there's no Yaakov. Therefore, Hashem had to perform the miracle. Okay, let's go a little further. Good question. Good question. Good question. Good question. Good question. So simply it means that, it's a whole lengthy discussion over there. It's not so simple. If Avram would have been confronted with the test of the Akedah, it would have begun with that. You think he could have withstood the test? No. It was a growth. From one to another, he grew from one to the next. At this point, without the incentive, this is what I said superficially, without the incentive to leave A, B, C, it would have been too much. So therefore, he had to give him the incentive, know that it's within. Why not? Why not? No. Especially, it's not a monetary. It's not. Even the test, even the incentive is not a material incentive. It's a ruchni. It's a spiritual incentive. No. Talking about, I'm saying, but even saying, you're going to go. I'm going to buy you a mansion, and I'm going to buy your own island, and you're going to have your own pool, and you're going to have your own yacht. That's not what he's promising him over here. All that he promised him, what's your benefit? Your interest in spirituality. You want to soar. You want to advance spiritually. That's where to do it. That's what it is. Because it doesn't make it's not simple. Here, they say, a hand in the bush is worth two. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Here, he's succeeding, supposedly, spiritually. He has followers. So give this up for what? Hashem says, your level of success in the spiritual soars beyond it. It's not the material. Even the mammon, even the money wasn't money for money. Like I always point out, we think all the other Hakadosh were phenomenally wealthy. What do they need such wealth? The answer is, what era did they live in? Because having that kind of wealth, everybody's attracted to you. So it wasn't the money that they should be wealthy people. They had no material needs. They had no interest in the material. It's only because if you represent that level of wealth, then everybody listens to what you have to say. Otherwise, they don't pay attention to you. No, seriously, that's the understanding. V'yeh brocho. Ha-brochos sus biyodecho. The brochos will be given over to you. Ad achshav hari biyodi. Until now, I gave the brochos. Birachti la'odom v'noach me'achshav atot tvoreches asher tachbots. You bless whoever you want. Dover acher. Eschol godol ze shomrim Elokei Avrom. You can say Elokei Avrom. Avor, right? Ze sheomrim. Who's sheomrim? That we say. We say, Avorecho ze sheomrim Elokei Yitzchok. Agadlo shmecho ze sheomrim Elokei Yaakov. Yochel yuchos mekulan. And the Shemon Esrei. Talmud lom v'yeh brocha b'chol chosim lo behem. They will conclude with you, it's not them. No, it's nothing to do with it. You want your sons to do the deal when they're not qualified to do the deal. Factually, who was the cause of everything? If not for Abraham, there wouldn't have been a Yitzchak, there would have been a Yaakov. That's B'chol Chosman. It's not truthful. It's interesting. We find the Gemara tells us in Shabbos that Yaakov is Nachla B'li Mitzorim. Yaakov married a Nachla which is boundless. Avraham Avinu, Yitzchok, they had limitation in their portion. Yaakov is for us the Yom V'Kedma Tzavona V'Negbo. Every direction. You go in every. So the Gemara says that a person who eats 3 sudas on Shabbos, Sholosh sudas, he merits Nachlas Yaakov Avicho. And the Gemara says in Shabbos, what's Nachlas Yaakov? Nachla B'li Mitzorim. It's a Nachla without boundaries. It's boundless, unlimited. Yaakov's unlimited. But again, the connotation, what's Agadlo Shmecho? Avorech, you'll be blessed. What's Agadlo? Great. How great? The connotation of Agadlo is unlimited. That's Nachal B'li Mitzorim. Why is Yaakov Nachal B'li Mitzorim? It's very simple. Yaakov is Torah, right? The others, Chesed is within limits. Avoda, Torah is unlimited. Torah is, as it says, there's no beginning, there's no end to Torah. That's what Yaakov represented. Because Yaakov was that, therefore his Nachal is B'li Mitzorim. That's Agadlo Shmecho. To be continued.